I'm just gonna say it. I can't imagine a world without pools. Oddly specific, I know, but I mean, they're just so useful for those hot days when nothing seems to make the heat go away. But some places around the world have made an extra effort to give us some of the best pools ever. Random colors, see-through glass, extravagant decorations, these pools are nothing like your community public swimming spot. Today, I'll be introducing to you 10 pools that you must try before you die. These pools have jaw-dropping features that'll make you forget where you are. And yes, you've seen some of them before in some of my videos about scary pools. But who said we should stay away from scary? Scary is pretty fun. Sometimes. However, these pools are simply unique, and today they earned a spot on this list. Number 10. Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. We start the list with a very famous pool. Perhaps the most famous infinity pool in the world. It's the one in Sky Park at the top of the prestigious Marina Bay Sands Hotel. If you're afraid of heights, you might not want to get too close to the edge of this pool. But one thing is for sure, this is one of the best spots to get a view of the Asian metropolis. From there, you can get a glimpse of the neighboring gardens by the bay, which features a unique light show at night. The pool is about 200 meters high above the ground and its size is 3 times larger than an Olympic pool. Today, this famous tourist spot has become famous on social media, so you might run into a lot of influencers and Instagram celebrities if you make your way to this spot. But don't worry about the pool being crowded, there's enough space for everyone. Just keep in mind it's a bit of an exclusive place, so you'll have to check in for at least one night in the hotel in order to enjoy this unique pool. Number 9. Golden Nugget, USA. The Golden Nugget is the perfect pool for a visit to Las Vegas. In this exotic pool, you can swim surrounded by sharks. It might sound scary, but there's actually a thick layer of glass that separates you from them, so you can freely enjoy the pool while the sharks watch you, or let them swim while you watch them. Whatever sounds best and safest to you. There's also a 3-story high water slide on which you can ride and pass right through the shark tank before going back into the pool. The pool costs around $30 million, which honestly makes sense for a place like Las Vegas. With that much money, I better hope that glass between us and the sharks is more than enough to keep us safe. So, if you visit Las Vegas for some gambling and nightlife fun, you better make sure you also add this pool to your list. It's an experience you don't want to miss. Number 8. Transparent Pool, Fiji. When people have a lot of money, they can pretty much go anywhere. And that includes La Cala Island in Fiji, which is a privately owned island that functions as an island resort. If you fancy spending the night in this place, you just need to pay about $6,000 and then you get to enjoy all the amenities that this place has to offer. This includes its transparent pool, which has lately become a trend on Instagram. This pool has glass edges which allow for amazing pictures that are very representative of this unique spot. And if you get tired of swimming, you can enjoy other things on the island, such as 5 restaurants and bars, horse riding, an 18-hole golf course, and of course, the many beautiful beaches surrounding this place. It definitely sounds like a very exotic and expensive experience. But if you have the time and the money to visit this place, you should definitely check it out. Number 7. The Badeschiff, Germany. What makes the Badeschiff so unique is the fact that it's a pool inside a river. In fact, the word Badeschiff literally translates into bathing ship, which is what this pool looks like. It was built out of a shipping container and then it was installed on the East Arbor section of the River Spree in Berlin. While this river looks very nasty, Germans have found a way to make the most out of this place, whether it's summertime or wintertime. In the summer, people are likely to stay after sunset hours all the way until midnight. That's mainly because they have DJs and a lot of social activities that aren't limited to staying in the water. They even have table tennis, table football, and a lot of other things that will definitely make it hard for people to want to leave. In the winter, they also have some saunas, and they cover the top of the pool to keep everyone warm and make sure that all the visitors get to enjoy the place without fearing the threatening cold. Number 6. The Library Blood Red Pool, Thailand. Red is definitely not the first color that I think of whenever I think about pools, and blood is also never a really good thing. However, the people at the Library Resort in Koh Samui, Thailand thought it would be a great idea to make their pool water look red by using orange, red, and yellow tiles. They certainly did achieve their goals, and they do stand out among other pools in the area. I mean, how many people would like to have their pool colored in red? Certainly not a lot, especially when the red makes the water look like blood. But in a place like Koh Samui, this doesn't really matter. The place is truly a paradise on earth, and it's one of the most prestigious and relaxing destinations in southern Thailand. The pool is only a few steps away from a very beautiful beach, and the people at the library resort will make sure to give you anything you need for a great holiday experience. It sounds like a pretty good place to visit while in Thailand. Just don't think too much on the color of the pool. Number 5. Ubud Hanging Gardens, Indonesia. One of the most striking sights in Indonesia, and Asia in general, is that of the paddy fields, especially the ones in Bali. People in this part of the world are known for growing their rice in beautiful terraces. The pools at Ubud Hanging Gardens are a reflection of that. The upper pool mimics the look of those terraces as it overlooks the surrounding lush jungle of central Bali. You can swim to the edge of this infinity pool and soak up the atmosphere of this paradise on Earth. There's also a lower ground pool where you can also enjoy some unique Balinese sights. While Ubud is known as one of the busiest tourist hubs of Bali, this pool is in a very isolated resort. So you can rest assured that you'll find all the peace and quietness that you're looking for. Number 4. San Alfonso del Mar, Chile. And of course I had to include the longest pool in the world. This one is in San Alfonso del Mar, a resort complex along the Pacific coast of Chile. The pool is a bit longer than 1 kilometer in a space that roughly measures 8 hectares. That's about the size of 8 blocks of a big city like Manhattan. No wonder it took them more than 200 million gallons of water to fill this space. The pool is big enough that you can actually use it to practice stuff such as windsurfing, sailing, and even diving in the deeper end of the pool. And a big pool can only be surrounded by a big complex. San Alfonso del Mar is made out of 11 different buildings with a total of 1,300 apartments in all of them. Each of these residential towers also has its own pool and its own access to the larger pool. Going to this pool is sort of like going to the ocean, and it's better that you swim when lifeguards are around. You could easily get lost in here, and it would take a while for other people to notice. Number 3. Hakonkawaikan Yunesan, Japan. I consider Japan to be one of the quirkiest countries in the world. Because when I thought things couldn't get more random, I just gotta look at this country and I can easily find something odd but also quite appealing. Japan is home to the Hakonkawaikan Yunesan, a place that is both a spa and a theme park. In other words, this is a place where you can find entertainment and healing practices, all under the same roof. This spa-theme park has 23 different hot spring pools, and even though they sound like the most random pool ideas ever, they can actually provide some health benefits to all of us. You can choose between coffee, green tea, wine, or sake baths to activate your senses and heal your body. And if you love ramen, well, they have a ramen broth bath, which apparently has some interesting properties that can help your skin. It honestly can't get more Japanese than that, can it? Don't answer that. Don't you put anything in the comments about that. Just please don't drink the broth. You have no idea how many people come to this place on a regular basis. Now it's time for the day's best pick. The picture I chose for the day shows a pool in an underground environment. But what can be so appealing about a pool that's underground? Well, the pool that I'm about to show you is gonna shock you. And if you're lucky, you might run into some very important people during your visit to the spot. Number 2. The Underground Zodiac Pool, India. Today, the Umaid Bhawan Palace is one of the most prestigious hotels in Jodhpur, a city in Rajasthan, India. But back in the day, this hotel was a private residency. It was built in the 1940s, and thanks to the contribution of more than 3,000 people during 15 years of work, this place became the largest private residence in the world at the time. This place has more than 300 rooms in which the royal family could easily host any guest that they wanted. Today, that guest can be you. And as a guest, you have the chance to visit the palace's underground pool, which features a mosaic of the 12 signs of the zodiac. It is an eerie and luxurious experience proper of a royal family member. As a matter of fact, part of this hotel is still owned by the royal family who built it. And just like the hotel's visitors, the royal family is more than welcome to take a dip in these waters. So, if you come to this place and run into one of them, just keep it cool. In this spot, it's totally normal to swim next to important people. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching are actually subscribed. Come on guys, what's up with that? Can you guys please hit the subscribe button? You guys watch my videos every day anyway, so you might as well subscribe and keep up to date with every video we put out. Number 1. The Gold Energy Pool, Tibet. No pool can be any fancier than this one, a Gold Energy Pool. This swimming spot is in the St. Regis Resort in Lhasa, Tibet. As a guest at this luxurious place, you can get amazing views of the Himalayan landscape and get access to the resort's gold-tiled pool. Every tile in this pool was plated in 14-karat gold, which does sound really fancy considering that staying at the hotel costs about $300 per night. On top of that, the pool is kept at a warm temperature, with the hopes of making the guests feel relaxed. There's even a rest area in which you can order food and get a proper foot massage. This spot definitely looks like something out of an Asian folktale, and it's very close to some famous tourist attractions such as the Potala Palace and Norbolinka, which are UNESCO heritage sites. Which one of these pools was your favorite? Have you visited any of them? Wouldn't you love to see them all? Let us know in the comments section down below. With all that said and done, that's our video for today, folks, and I will see you all next time. Later, everybody.